Hey y'all, thanks for watching this video. Remember to hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and if you're not subscribed yet, hit that button and the notification button so you get all the videos that I got coming out, because I'm working real hard for y'all and I hope you enjoy it and I hope you're entertained by it. And as always, I thank you humbly for your continued support. The Moro arc is coming to an end at some point very soon in Dragon Ball Super. Moro has now evolved to where he has become one with the Earth, and now Goku and the gang are in serious trouble. Goku cannot just destroy the planet because it could cause ruptures that could screw up the entire galaxy, or he could just destroy the planet and that would be bad just in itself. So what a problem our heroes are facing. How is this going to end? Let's talk about it here on this video, and we're going to be previewing chapter 66 of the manga coming up in just a few weeks. Joining me, please welcome back to the channel. He's been here on previous previews, and we'll keep talking about it. We've been right sometimes, we've been wrong sometimes. Luckily, mostly right, but who knows? Let's see what happens. Old Pie, what's up?
I'm a little sad, Kingdom.
Why is that? You don't want to say goodbye to Moro yet?
No, I'm a little sad because this might be the last chapter in terms of an arc for a while. You know,
well,
we come back usually every month to talk about the next chapter, but this might be it, man. 66.
Well, it's not the end of Dragon Ball Super, but it's definitely, well, that was my first question to you, actually. Do you think that the Moro arc, that the battle with Moro will end in chapter 66?
Yeah, I do believe it will. I know you actually did a video about some evidence that showed the next chapter might be the last one in terms of concluding the saga.
It's going to be either November or December. Maybe January,
yeah.
But most likely the next 2 months, yeah.
So I do believe that 66 could end the Moro saga, but then we're going to get into probably 1 or 2 chapters of in-between kind of fillers, is what I would hope.
Possibly.
But I'm fine with this ending next chapter, because look at the situation, right? Moro, Wiz even said it. The fate of the planet is Moro's fate. Moro's fate is the fate of the planet. So at this point, what can be done in 2 or 3 chapters? You can get it all done in 1 chapter. We can discuss about what's going to happen here.
It just depends on how long Toyotaro wants to, drag this on for. So, all right, let me just get to the bottom of this, bro. What do you think is going to happen? Vegeta, Majin Buu, what is the solution to this to where the Earth can be saved and Moro can be defeated?
So I do believe that Vegeta, even though he's not going to be the one to defeat Goku, he is going to be the reason that Moro gets defeated. And the way he's going to do it is Force Spirit Fission. Now, Force Spirit Fission, that was teased a long time ago. Pretty much for a major part of the saga, it was all about Vegeta and his special technique.
Yes, Toyotaro has done a great job of building that up, without question.
Yeah. Now, how is he going to use that against Moro? Now, the way he's going to use it against Moro is going to be a little bit different than he used against him previously. Because when he was first fighting Moro, right, he needed to make physical contact. He needed to touch Moro. But the reason, his purpose wasn't to diffuse Moro with the people he's absorbed. It was to remove all the life forms and the souls that he had absorbed throughout his lifetime. And we did get confirmation that all of those were removed and they were spread throughout the universe, right? They were brought back. So that was the purpose in the way he used it. Now, he did mention in chapter 61 that he can also separate the Namekians. He could separate fusion. So in order to do that, it's probably going to be a little bit different than just punching, right? There's going to have to probably be some sort of special technique with Force Spirit Fission that's going to allow him to separate Moro from the Earth, or separate
That's what
Mirus
I was thinking.
From Moro.
Well, no, because Mirus is dead. Mirus has been wiped away with the angelic code being broken and whatnot. But the abilities are still there. Right, but I assume that what will happen is we'll get, like, the first half of the chapter will be Moro just kind of, like, blasting Goku and Goku dodging it or whatever. And then I think at some point we'll cut to Vegeta and he's going to have to, like, concentrate, like, because this is going to be the biggest Force Spirit Fission we've ever seen, right? And Vegeta will be, like, with his eyes closed, like, really focusing on pulling the energy out like Goku used to do with the Genki Dama with the Spirit Bomb. And I think he will pull, I think he'll pull Moro out of the Earth and Moro's going to be like, in his regular form again, like, the last form we saw him in, and then Goku will be the one to finish him off there. That, to me, is the simplest guess. But remember, the Galactic Patrol are heading to the Earth right now, and presumably Majin Buu is asleep on one of those ships. I still think there's a possibility that Majin Buu will be involved somehow in the finish.
The only way I see Majin Buu getting involved is if this saga doesn't end until like January. Because for Majin Buu to be missing from almost entirely the whole saga and then suddenly come back at the very end and be the one to eliminate or help defeat Moro,
it would make sense though, because he was already a major part of the first death of Moro, or defeat of Moro, which is the Grand Supreme Kai. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like having that be bookended by Buu, and I'm not saying he's going to get the win, but I'm saying him helping Goku and Vegeta by using maybe some of the Supreme Kai powers, to freeze Moro in place or something like that, and then allow Vegeta to suck him out, and then to have Goku win. I can see it being a 3-way victory.
Now, my question to you is, though, do you think this man's going to die, Moro, or is he going to somehow get his abilities removed and he's going to be allowed to live?
He's going to be castrated? No, I think based on what we said to Goku, I think this time he's going to get finished off. Actually, if I'm the writer, which I'm not, and this is going to be totally for the Vegeta fans, but I don't give a shit because I think it's going to work. I would have a situation where Vegeta sucks Moro out of the earth, Goku beats the fuck out of him, Goku's about to finish him off, Whis is like, finish him off now. Then Vegeta gets in front of Goku and just blows him up himself. Literally just jumps in front of Goku and says, no, I got it. Boom. That would satisfy all the Vegeta fans. That would be in character for Vegeta. Goku could be like, oh man, I was going to finish him off. Vegeta could be like, you had so many chances, bro. I ain't going to risk you screwing this up again. That would be the best ending right there. And he just big bang attacks him and that's it. That would be the best ending.
And keep in mind that he's fully healed now at this point.
That's what I'm saying.
From the sidelines.
Yes.
Full power. He's ready to go. He's itching. He wants a little piece of that. It doesn't matter even if Goku is able to somehow take care of Moro on his own. Vegeta is going to want to get in there somehow.
Right.
And get a little piece of the pie.
Absolutely. And he's alive. And not to mention, on top of that, that all makes sense. Or we could see a thing where maybe Vegeta tells Goku, listen, I'm going to perform the Force Spirit Fission on the entire planet, but I need time. Just like same thing that happened with the Kid Buu fight, except reverse. I need you to distract Moro while I pull him out of the planet. So Goku's going to be distracting Moro while Vegeta is like in the background, kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like working on getting that energy out. That's the way I see it going down. I think that's the best ending. I think everyone's going to be happy. I don't know if it makes up for the bad writing in the last chapter, but if Goku at the end of the chapter at least says, you know what? I'm never giving a villain a Senzu again. If he says that, it'll feel a little bit better. It'll soften the blow for what they did last chapter.
Now, I do have another ending, and this is the WTF ending. There's always got to be a WTF option.
What is it, emergency awesome, bro? WTF and Easter eggs?
If Toyotaro did it once already. Toyotaro made the fandom go, what the? But he may want to do it again. If this man wants to really blow our minds, what he can do is he can make Moro a sore loser. Where if Moro knows that he's cornered, and he there's nothing he can do, right? Whis said that he's either he might actually blow up. He might not even be able to control that.
Right.
What if
Vegeta's got to do it?
What if Moro decides, you know what? I'm gonna go down anyways. I'm gonna self-destruct.
Kamikaze?
And take the whole planet down with me. Kamikaze.
Here's the thing.
If he kamikazes and the whole planet gets destroyed, Whis saves Goku and Vegeta and Krillin.
Or he just reverses. Why doesn't Whis just reverse time again?
Well, here's the thing. I think that if the planet does blow up, Whis is not gonna reverse it this time because he said, Goku, I literally told you had to finish him off and you did not listen. These are the consequences. I helped you once. I'm not going to do it again.
So now what? What do they do now? What Beerus says, hey, bring back the planet because I want food?
Well, I mean, there's other planets, but, this could be a good way to transition into getting the Super Dragon Balls again.
I see. And then bringing the Earth back that way.
Yeah. So this is what I mean. A WTF ending where the Earth is destroyed and we as fans think, wait, what? They really just did that? But it means that the next arc is gonna have to go into bringing back the Earth somehow.
I'd be okay with that. And then they go into Universe 6 and then we're into Frost or something like that, and then that could be the next problem, you know, who's kind of a thorn in their side. Even though he's not strong enough to fight them, he might have just given them problems, you know what I mean? So there could be a lot that they could do with that. I actually like your idea. It's very ballsy, but it's not something Toyotaro really do. The only thing about your idea that I have to somewhat nitpick, and it's not really a big deal, is that I feel like Moro's not that kind of character, because Moro, the whole thing about Moro, and this is something I'll do a whole video on in the future, is that from day one, Moro's been very greedy. Moro is not the kind of guy who would just say, screw this, I'm blowing myself up to take you with me. He's always been very greedy, he doesn't want to die. Remember, he begged Goku, please don't kill me. This guy's not the kind of guy who's going to blow himself up, dude. So I don't think, even though I love your idea as far as it being a great cliffhanger, it's just not characteristic of Moro, because Moro is the kind of dude who doesn't want to die. So, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
But there's not much he can do right now. I mean, he does have Mirror's powers, although, and I haven't made a video about this. I don't think he has Ultra Instinct at all. Like not even 1%.
No, I think he really, because I think he has a little bit of it. Interesting. You're saying not even 1%?
I don't think I think what he experienced was just Mirror's power, like angelic powers in the sense of godly divine power. But Ultra Instinct is something entirely different. There's no. So when he experienced an increase in speed and he was keeping up against Goku, well, who else kept up against Goku in Ultra Instinct? Jiren did, and Jiren didn't have Ultra Instinct. But Jiren was very powerful.
Well, that's true.
Moro was able to absorb Mirror's power, and Mirror's presumably is way more powerful than Jiren.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yes. So he had that increase in speed, but not Ultra Instinct.
Yeah, you
Moro
don't have
the entire time was still thinking.
Right, you don't have to have Ultra Instinct to be that fast, is basically what you're telling me, which I kind of agree with you on. You don't have to have it. You know?
Yeah. And his body wasn't acting on its own, at least to me. It seemed like Moro was still making his own decisions as to how to attack. And
he didn't say it was. If he had actually said, oh, my body's reacting on its own, but he wasn't. But again, he also did,
exactly.
But it was kind of implied that he was kind of marveling in this power, so I assumed he was talking about UI, but maybe it was just like the low-tier angel power. I don't know. Either way, we're past that now. I think when Vegeta pulls Moro out of the earth, I think at that point, he's going to go back to kind of having maybe the same, if not less power. And I think he'll be all unstable and everything, and that's when Goku will finish him off. Or the way I want it to happen, which is Vegeta finishing him off. Now, one last thing before we get out of here. What if the arc does not end here? What could they do to move it on to the next chapter? Because I have a weird feeling it's going to end in December, and they're going to announce the next arc like the next day at Jump Festa, right? The 21st of December, right after the manga comes out. But what do you think could happen to postpone it by one more month?
The only thing I can see postponing it one more month is if next chapter mainly focuses, and I forget which chapter did this, but mainly focuses on fighting.
Right.
Like there's an actual, for majority of the chapter, there's fighting, almost like an anime. And there were a few chapters where Toyotaro primarily had very little dialogue, and it was all fighting.
And it should be like that. You got to have your chapters that are just like that, especially for the big finale. Yeah.
Exactly. So if they're gonna extend it to December, next chapter then has to be mainly fighting with a cliffhanger, and then December you finish it off concluded. Wrap it up.
Right. I mean, either way, I think the new arc is coming at the earliest. I mean, they might introduce the new arc and then at Jump Fest they show like a trailer with more panels from future chapters and give more of an explanation of what's coming. I don't think they're going to take a break, and I don't think they're going to do filler. Or they might do a little tiny bit of like not filler, but like, you know, cleanup. Like after Moro's dead, the next arc or the next chapter could be like, you know, let's see if we can bring back mirrors, or let's, you know, what we're going to do about the other prisoners. Like, there's still more stuff that could be done cleanup-wise, but I don't think the next arc will officially, quote, begin until January. Maybe December, but I'm thinking January. Maybe I'm wrong.
And that could be a whole other video. Is Mirror's going to come back? Should he come back?
That could be a whole other
video.
video.
What are the consequences? Yeah.
Right. I mean, with the Super Dragon Balls, you can do anything. So if they really want to wish him back, they could. Or they could do a thing. I remember one of the subscribers, I forget who, maybe it was Amish who said it. I forget who said it, but somebody said, what if they bring Mirrors back but take away his angel power so he gets to live among the mortals and be strong, but he doesn't have to abide by the angelic rules? See, that would be kind of cool. He loses his angel powers. Like, you know, it's kind of like the whole, the angel gives up, the preacher's wife, the angel gives up his powers to be with the woman. Like, he could say, you know, I love this universe and I'm okay with not being an angel if I get to live as a mortal. That would be kind of poetic, you know?
Yeah.
I'd be okay with that.
I'll be okay with that too. I like the character, although I'll find him kind of useless though if he doesn't have angelic powers.
Okay, well, here's the thing though. You're right, but what if he becomes the new Ultra Instinct trainer? And what if other characters like Vegeta go train with him to learn Ultra Instinct? Then he's useful.
I like that.
Then they can make Piccolo relevant again. And other characters. I'm just saying it's probably not going to happen, but it would be a good use of the character.
That's a great idea, man. You should call Toyotaro. I mean, Kira Toriyama.
Well, I've got his number, bro. I don't have Toyotaro's number, but but Toriyama always tells me to leave him alone, bro. Always, he's either playing a video game or watching a movie. He only responds back to me like once or twice, and that's it, bro. He's a very difficult man to get a hold of. He doesn't like people.
Man, it's such a pain.
You know, but I did ask him recently if he thinks that that the Grand Priest made love to a lot of women, bro, and he said that because I asked him, I go, how many kids do you have? He said Dai Shinkan has made over. I'm gonna look at my phone right now and read it to you. Dai Shinkan has made love to over 700,000 times since time immemorial. Then I asked him, oh wow, so he's like the blue version of Wilt Chamberlain, and he said, who's Wilt Chamberlain? So. That was pretty much the conversation I had with him recently. Are we still recording? I shouldn't be saying this on the air.
Yeah, we still.
Or whatever. I'll leave it in. I'll leave it in just as once. Anyways, that's it. Let us know in the comments how you think Chapter 6 is going to go. And thank you, Opie, for being here.
Yeah, always a pleasure, brother.
We'll talk to y'all next time.